recorded. All right, so starting our kettlebell class with a little bit of mobility, hips, shoulders, and spine. All the major players. Good, now let's change sides. So other leg comes up, grabbing the pelvis just to feel it rock. Squeeze the bum. I like to imagine, you'll all have heard me saying this, that I've got tail between my legs and I'm pulling it under to feel that really good stretch in the hip flexors and just to feel how that helps me brace the core and engage the glutes properly. Awesome. Now staying with that same leg forwards, I'm going to come forwards into a lunge and then push back into a hamstring stretch. Coming forwards, pushing back. Lovely. Inhale, exhale. You can keep a soft bend in that leg if that is going to help with the stretch without feeling too intense. Perfect. Chest up. And now changing sides. Other leg comes forwards, sinking low into the hip flexor, pushing back. I know some of you have got your cameras off so you can do this in your jammies. I just know it. My mum she's on one of our workout programs, one of our home workout programs at the moment, and I keep seeing her doing it in her jammies. Coming through, and she's just rocked straight out of bed, straight into the workout. Got a big time for that. Perfect. Now tucking back toes, stepping in, we're going to do a full body roll up. So starting a forward fold, a deep bend into the knees, rib cage against thighs, draping the body forwards, and then slowly peeling up the spine. So a little bit of hips, as I say, spine and shoulders. Squeeze the shoulders up to your ears at the top, relax them down, and then taking it from the top all the way down again, relaxing forwards, rolling up. Gliding up the back body, trying to feel as much of it as you can. Excellent. Squeeze the shoulders and release. Now down again. We're going to do this twice more through. And I just want to say a big thanks to all of you for making it here on a Saturday morning. Please release. Good to see some familiar faces. Nice way to start the weekend. Relax. And zipping up again. Perfect, lovely. Now coming on down to the floor. Knees under hips, hands under shoulders. I'm going to spread my fingertips, push my hips up, and I'm going to find a twisted dog, reaching hands to ankle. It's really good for opening the mid-back and the spine. So nice flat back toes, push and reach to tap maybe your thigh, maybe your knee or ankle, and then coming back down. And we get some hip opening in here too, which is nice. Pull into that heel, reach and pull. Head comes underneath. You really want to push the ground away through that standing arm. Maybe you're getting heels flat, maybe you're not, maybe you're nowhere near, but that's fine. Set the intention, and over time, we find more room. We're going to go nice and simple with our sequence today. Lovely. All right, so a little bit of activation work for the core, keeping hands underneath shoulders. I'm going to set a timer here. We're going to hold for 20 seconds and then release. And we're going to do that 3 times through. When you're ready, 3, 2, 1, go. So hands under shoulders, it's a crouch hover. So prepping for the wrists, the quads, the core. Got some squats in here today. Some rows, some cleans. 1 kettlebell is all we're going to need. All right, keep holding. And relax there. Release the wrists. With the kettlebell, because of its awkward anatomy, it does tend to sling you in the back of the wrist. If you've got a Fitbit on, you might want to strap it the other way. We're going to go again in 3, 2, 1. Bend the fingertips, lifting. If you're a bit more advanced, you might want to try lifting 1 foot at a time off the ground, or maybe an opposite hand of the foot. I'm just alternating. There's always a way to make it a bit harder. It's up to you to assess whether that's what you need or not. Good, nice, Sarah. See you. That's perfect. And coming down there. 20 seconds again. Maybe it's rolling through the wrists or bringing the backs of them onto the ground to give them some release. I'm going to do that once more. 3, 2, 1. So 20 seconds work, 20 seconds rest. Again, lifting opposite hand and foot if you feel like it's a good challenge for you, if you feel like you need that extra challenge. Not getting as much out of this, honestly. When I was just working on your plan, you've got some absolute belters coming up for next week. Especially to look forward to. Brilliant. And coming down, that's exactly 20 seconds. So really good prep work for the core and the quads there, which are going to be used quite a lot. Simple sequence, as I say today, doesn't always have to be crazy and fancy. Sometimes it's hard to follow when it's crazy and fancy. So let me go through all of these moves here. The first one is going to be your gorilla row. Now, unlike any other rows where we're kind of used to having support, the only support we've got is from the legs. You want to get nice and deep down into it. You want to bring the weight under your feet, and so you will feel your quads working. They're going to be quite fiery as you stay nice and low here. The other arm, you can use it out at your side, or you can keep it on your hip. If it helps, you can pretend you're rowing with both. We're going to do 8. So let me just show you 2 here on the row. 1, 2. All right, now we're going to go for 8 on each side. So when you're ready, coming down for 1, 2, good long straight spine. 3, roughly, hips are a bit lower than the shoulders. 5, good tight core. And 2 to go. Lengthen up through the head. Changing sides, you can rise and then reset if you need to. You're coming down for 8, 7, trying to find your balance in the legs, squeeze your bum. 4, 3, 2. Perfect. All right, very nice, guys. Okay, so that's movement 1. And as I say with the flows, we are, well, I didn't say that, but you do know that, most of you. We're just doing 1 of each, and then we'll be moving into the second move. So let's look at that second move. Your kettlebell clean. Now, most of you will be working with quite light weights, so you won't need to worry about jumping or getting underneath the weight so much here, so you will possibly just be bringing it straight up to your collarbone. I'm going to show you what I mean here. You're going to be deep in that position you're in for your row there. This time, we're bringing the weight up to the top and lifting the chest. If it's quite a lightweight, you might feel like it's okay just to rise straight up. You're thinking hips through, elbow up, elbow under. So it's a quick turner under the elbow, pull it under, the chest. If it's heavier, lift, get under it. Or if it's light, but you just want to practice that for your barbell cleans, go for it. So that's me just on a demonstration here. Now we're going to do 8 on each side, just like we've done for the rows. I'll count with you. So coming down deep into that nice low position there, and up for 1. Good, coming down. 2, chest up. Hips through, pull the elbow. 3, and down. 4, and down. Up and under. 6, and 2 to go. And last one. Perfect. All right, changing sides. I'm going to go give you side on here so you can see the movement in its fullest. Are we ready? Let's go. 1. And a couple varieties here without the hop. 3, 4. Keep the elbow tight and the wrist tight to collarbone. Last 2. And last 1. Brilliant. I love a kettlebell clean. One of my favorite lifts at the moment. Just loving it. Probably loads of you are doing them because I'm just really into them at the moment. Kettlebell clean. Right, now, so we're going to go into our front rack squat here. Really simple movement. Most of you will have done this. Once the weight's up in that clean position, elbow stays tight, wrist stays to collarbone. You can use the other arm to keep you balanced. You can pop on your hip. You can do some spirit fingers. Doesn't matter too much. As long as we are thinking start like in the beginning and coming down with a nice level stance for you. You're happy. Your good stance. So let me just demonstrate 2 here. 3, Got everyone up in front rack. We're going to go for 8 on each side. Down for 8. 7. Good. Notice what's happening in your knees. This is practice time. Time to get everything sharp. 4. Maybe you're assisting with the other hand if it's quite heavy weight for you. 2. Last one. Bringing that weight down. Let's clean it up to the top and change sides. Going down for 8. Now most of you will be bare feet or socks at home. If you can scrunch your toes into the ground, get more tension. 6, 7, shoulders back, and 8. All right, very nice. Okay, so one last move, guys, and then we're going to put that all together. With the weight up top, we're going to go for a simple rotation, standing with the hips in the same stance we have for our squat, and back. Twisting to the side and back. Let's do 8 on each side. Here we go. Elbow in, wrist in. You can choose how much of the heel comes with you. Maybe you're keeping it flat, you're focusing on a quite strict rotation. Squeeze the bum. Protecting low back. One more. Weight down and changing sides. And the reason for that is because in real life, good 8. In real life, in your daily lives, this is real life, not the matrix. Things will pull you off balance. Sometimes that pulls your back if you don't have the quality of rotation and mobility. So really good for mobility too. Last 2. Last 1. Excellent. So think about it. You're like a football player. You're getting ready to play your game, or you're boxer. You're doing these like twists. Take the kettlebell with you, and you should get a nice bit of resistance there. So we're going to put all these moves together now into a sequence. Let me show you once on each side, and then you're going to join in because we are going to do one side, other side. That makes a full rep. So this is what it looks like starting from the get-go. Let me show you side on. Row, clean, squat, twist the opposite way to the side where you've got the weight, and back down. Second side, I'm going to show you because this is how we'll be transitioning. Row, clean, squat, and twist. All right, perfect. So we're going to go for 6 reps. That is 1 on each side, 1 rep. Let's take it from the top. I'm going to count you in with the timings and the tempo so we can do it all together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1 rep. Changing. Row, clean, squat, and rotate. Back down. Row, clean, squat, and twist. Perfect. Set 3. Get low, pull, pull, push with the legs, and twisting. Second side, set 3. Row, rise, drive the knees out. I can already feel some people want to do a little push there, don't you? We usually have a push press in here. If you want to go for a rotational press instead, go for it. Row, clean, squat. Maybe you're doing a rotational press. It's up to you. Your workout. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. You've got 2 left on each side. We're almost there. Row, rise, squat, twist. We are hitting back, shoulders and core. Part of the core the shoulders are. Quads, glutes, core. And again, that trunk and midsection. Last one on each side. Pull, pull, push. Last one on the second side here. Bring it up, lift it to shoulder, get nice and low in that squat, then twist them at the back. Okay, guys, we're going to take a 1-minute break here. So grab yourselves a drink, and then we will go again with that same sequence twice more through for your full work here. If we have any extra time, maybe we'll do it for a fourth. Let's see where we get to with this. Excellent. Okay, 30 seconds left on the clock. This is a really good flow that you can take anywhere and quite easily progress with weight-wise. You can add stuff on. Let's do it slide on here so you can get the gist of all these different angles. 10 seconds remaining. Take a big breath and prepare. Set yourself up nicely. Set up is everything. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. So single row, clean, squat, and then again that rotation comes from mobility in the spine. So reach for it. Good, excellent. 1 rep done already. Pull, double pull. Loads that squat. And what I really love about kettlebell flows is that there's a chance there to find your breath and to work with it. A little bit like in yoga, right? In these sequences. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So find it, find that calm, that flow state. That's where that creative feel comes in with the kettlebells. Round 3. If you've lost the count, don't worry. 4, 3, 2, 1. Change. 4, 3, 2, 1. Change. Good. Row. Get the elbow up and under. Push with the legs. Twist. 2 more each side. Maybe you're twisting the plank. You wanted to add in that extra little bit of work for the shoulders. That is your prerogative. 1 more on each side. I really hope you're enjoying this one as much as I am. It's going to be recorded, so you can do it tomorrow if you want to. I might be a bit keen. All right, and that's us for that round. So that's round 2. And we are flying through this one. So take a full minute here. And I think we're going to go for the 4 rounds, just because we can. Stay with me. 2 more rounds like that. By the time we get to the end, we will have done each of these moves on both sides for 5 whole sets. Time effective, so time effective, these flows. And you get to hit all the major muscles as well. 30 seconds left on the clock. If you've got some water, you want to grab that, neck it. Okay, here we go, 20 seconds on the clock, setting yourselves up nicely. Thinking about the movement, is any of them feeling uncomfortable or awkward? Let that be your focus, that particular move. Okay, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips back, row, clean, squat, and come down. Bring it up, down. Mine is nice and light, so I'm clean. I'm just picking it up off the floor. I'm not worrying too much about getting under it, but you can if it's heavy. Or if you just want to practice for your Olympic lifts, for any barbell cleans that you might have. Or just because it's fun. Good, round 3. Clean, squat, twist, change. Clean, squat, twist. Good, round 4. Second side change. 1, 2, 3. Good, nice rhythm. 2 to go on each side left already. So this is a really swift combo. But it feels really invigorating, good and strong. If you're feeling low back at all in the squat, make sure your tailbone is tucked, pelvis tight. Even when you twist. Last one. Maybe you're not going quite as low, just while you get the energy and control there. Okay, last minute of rest. And then we hit that one more time. We've covered so much in this class. Amazing, because it's a nice condensed, nice packed little combo. All right, guys, I look forward to hearing your feedback on this one, actually. If you do have any comments, feel free to tag us in your posts, in your sweaty selfies. We love that. Gives us a lot of life. Last round. 30 seconds. So breathe, pace yourself, and then we'll do some decompression stretches so you can head off into the weekend feeling nice and relaxed, nice and calm. We don't want to send you off feeling all aggro after a workout. Okay. We got 15 seconds. Last chance to get a drink before this last round. And if you do have options for weights, maybe you're going up one here because you can. Maybe you're just sticking with what you're doing, keeping it controlled. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Last round. Row, clean, squat, bring it down. Row, clean, squat, twist. Good. Round 1 done already. Pull, double pull. Good, head up. I know you want to see where that kettlebell is going. Just know it's going to go down if you don't keep that head relatively lifted to the spine. Stay relatively. 3. Under. Twist. Around 4. 4. 3. 2. Change. 4. 3. 2. 1. Nice. This is round 5 already. Now relax your hand as you come into that clean. It's not going anywhere, that kettlebell. Last one each way. Just know it's going to land at the back of your wrist. So you can relax your fist slightly. Awesome. And last one. Here we go. Okay, pop that kettlebell to the side, guys. So that circuit itself took us about a minute and a half. Nothing, no time at all. Just remember that if you ever feel like, oh, I've not got time to work out, you definitely do. Let's come on down to the ground. Take your knees apart, ankles apart as wide as the knees, and coming down onto the forearms, making sure you're tucking your tailbone for frog pose. Push the hips back. Exhale. Releasing into that stretch. Deep breaths. Quite nice to stretch when you've got the heart rate lifted, you've got blood flow to the body. You can really feel everything wanting to open up. It's just a little bit more forgiving, isn't it? The stretches. So now let's thread one arm onto the other. Lie the shoulder and ear on the floor. Nice simple shoulder stretch. Coming back, changing sides. Listen to your body. What does it want? Does it want to linger here a bit longer? Or is it stretching out a little bit under this tension? Pay attention. Good. Coming up now, I'm going to bring one hand in reverse, flip it, and then I'm going to rotate my elbow one way and the other. With a lot of gripping work, the forearms can get quite tight, and that can really impact the shoulders, the wrists. It can really throw your technique off. So let's just give them a little bit of love here. And let's change sides. Twist, come back, twist, come back. Nice. 4, listen for that clunking, clicking in the shoulders. Last one. And hands the other way around. Let's go with both of them and lightly peeling back. Sit the hips back all the way. This is good if you're a keyboard ninja, if you're a desk warrior as well. This should help. Last one. Perfect. Now, last chest opener, because we love to just open up and feel some space through here in the anterior body. Bring the hands together behind you, bind the fists, and open through the heart center. Now, let's try taking head either side, light gaze one way and the other. And coming back. Awesome. Thanks so much for joining me this morning. I really enjoyed this class. You can watch it on record anytime. Just let me know if you need a link for that, and I'll make sure that you have one to our YouTube playlist with all of the classes on it, along with mobility and some of Lynette's classes too. So Monday morning is the next class for us with mobility for lifters. And if you want to join Lynette for strength for runners, that's on at 6 p.m. in the evening too. Have a brilliant weekend, everyone, and I will see you next week.